Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your Saturday evening entertainment with myself, NBZ, at the helm with 5 guys and a Gigalith. Tonight's episode, we're going to be playing a man by the name of BDov777, and this game has its twists and turns, its ups and downs, its lefts and rights, its diagonals. I'll tell you that for free, because this guy has one of the Pokemon being the team's most feared opponent up to this point, I must say. So, we're going to get straight into it, and we'll see how that pans out. So, I lead off with Hitmonchan, kind of predicting the Roserade lead and hoping that he would not have Sleep Powder, then prematurely realizing that he does have Sleep Powder, and thinking that that was a bad idea because now I've got to put to sleep. This was really probably one of the worst plays I made, leaving Hitmonchan in at the very start of the game, because Hitmonchan is so necessary to this team that Mach Punch is just a real crucial, hell of a crucial move sometimes, and losing it in such a way is something that I'm not proud of. The real problem is he went for Giga Drain, and he lured me into a false sense of security, making me think that he would go for Giga Drain again, and I might wake up. However, he kills me with the Sludge Bomb, which does not bode well for me in any way whatsoever. So, I go into the fucking man, because the fucking man doesn't fuck around, I'll tell you that much for free, and he's going to U-turn straight out on the Weavile. Fortunately, this guy has a Sash, and Gigalith hasn't been able to get rocks up yet, so he is able to survive. But not for too long, because we're going to bring in our favourite Janitor McBoss, who is going to try and do some little bit of sweeping here. At least he's going to try and take out the Weavile for what it's worth. So, Weavile is going to go for the Ice Shard just to land a little bit of damage on McBoss, but he doesn't give a fuck. He's like, no. Flare Blitz, all the things, goodbye. I was pretty sure he was either going to go for the Ice Shard or he was going to switch, so Flare Blitz was a pretty safe play there. I didn't need to bother with the extreme speed. It just wasn't really worth it, to be honest. So, brings in a Azumarill, something that I do not want to leave McBoss in for. Even though Wild Charge would do a significant chunk, I have a feeling that it wouldn't be enough to get rid of this Azumarill. So, what we have here going on is some hot Azumarill on Azumarill action. The difference being that my Azumarill has more fucking raw power than this one ever dreams to have. As said before, Incredible is a rich man's Azumarill, and no poor man can afford him, I'll tell you that much, for absolutely free, resulting in the fact, of course, that my Azumarill will be able to outspeed him, does have the possibility of flinching, and will do more damage to his. Obviously, because I have the power of the band, which is choice locking me, but it don't matter because Waterfall is all I need. I'm just going to ride that wave. Yes, the pun was intended, and I'm going to friggin' just kick his face in. He clearly knows that this is the fact and decides to go into Roserade thinking, you know, grass resists water. Roserade should take this hit nicely. Nope. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, but Roserade does not, in fact, take that hit nicely whatsoever, because that's going to do like 3/4 of its entire freaking HP bar. And I'm just going to munch it all off just with one hit of Waterfall. So, knowing that Giga Drain is incoming, I'm going to go into the fucking man because, you know, he's a defensive powerhouse as well as an offensive powerhouse. When you have a 4 times resistance, why don't you just abuse it? That's what I say all the time. I'm telling you that for free because it's a good idea to do, and la 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 lee. So, U-turn is what I'm going to do, is obviously the best play to go for, because U-turn all the things. He doesn't have Stealth Rock on the field, very, very safe to do so, and he brings in Arcanine. Now, this Arcanine obviously doesn't have the Intimidate, otherwise U-turn would have done less, and it obviously would have shown Intimidate, leading me to believe he is in fact the Flash Fire variant, which makes sense, I guess. So, going to King Kong, the Kong Mong, the freaking Frong. He's going to Earth Power under the feet and outspeed the Arcanine. I guess that was unexpected for him. Otherwise, he would have extreme speeded me just to get a little bit of damage in. Get a useless crit, score it there, just because why the hell not? Crits are crits. Might as well get one when you feel like it. So, I guess this was a little bit of a bad play on my part. I leave Nidoking in to kill that Azumarill. Now, Nidoking needed to be used in this game. He was going to be a very useful player, mainly because there is this one thing on the opponent's team which stands in the way of my entire team. It's called Sableye. He's using the exact same set that I do, with the Confuse Ray, and with the Will-O-Wisp, and with the everything that makes me want to shoot people in the face. It's not good. So, he goes for the Confuse Ray to start with, doesn't manage to land a Confusion. I'm not going to hit myself, I'm going to get the Earth Power off. Not going to be so lucky on the second turn because I get hit in confusion again, and this is not looking good, ladies and gentlemen, because for one thing, Sableye has Will-O-Wisp, so it can Will-O-Wisp priority every physical thing on my team. Nidoking is the only special attacker, so I'm looking pretty shitty in this situation. He's going to burn me. I keep hitting myself in confusion. I don't even get to the point of breaking his sub, which means he has a free substitute up, and I really have nothing to switch to apart from the fucking man. I go to the fucking man for some reason, because I forget about priority Will-O-Wisp, and then I remember priority Will-O-Wisp, and I go out to McBoss. He doesn't even go for priority Will-O-Wisp. He goes for fucking priority Confuse Ray, which confuses me even more as to why he would even do that, and now I'm really confused. I don't even know what to do and why I'm alive. But McBoss is going to break through the confusion, thankfully, because he doesn't give no fucks about getting confused. He knows he has one job, and that one job is simple. It is to sweep up and clean house and just deliver. Just deliver. That's what he does. He's like, no, I'm not going to get confused. Keep subbing up. I'm going to do this all day. I can sit here all fucking day. I will break your sub and I don't give a fuck. Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to come to an end because he's going to get rid of that confusion, and he's just going to be like, no, go away. This is my job. This is my house. I do the work here. Leave. Just get out of my face. I don't want to see you anymore, Sableye. Leave. I bid thee farewell. In comes Roserade, death fodder. Flare Blitz that thing across the face, and it's going to go down. Now, the issue here is, of course, that this Sableye could easily come in and substitute and substitute and substitute until I die from my own recoil. So I have no option. I have to go into Potato. Only thing I can do. And man, Will-O-Wisp is just ruining my face right now. This is the thing I didn't want to happen. Five Guys and a Gigalith do not like being Will-O-Wisp. It is one of the worst things to ever happen. It just doesn't work with our game plan. It just doesn't fit with what we have in mind. You know, the team strategy doesn't sync with us in our brains. So, bad stuff has happened. He's got the sub up. I have Gigalith in. He's recovering, Will-O-Wisping across the sky, confusing me when he has the opportunity to do so, and I must rock slide this thing to get out of my way. It's not going to break the sub. With a couple of rock slides, it will do, not with one. So I'm going to have to keep going for it. Hope I don't hit myself, and I go for the rock slide and get a little bit more damage in. Not enough to break it. I need enough to get rid of that sub, and then my plan is to explode so that I can then go into something like the fucking man or Arcanine safely, and hopefully just be able to just get rid of this thing, because it is pissing me the hell off. I'll tell you that much for free. I swear to God, I never want to use Sableye again, because this is my own set that I was using. Lots of people use it. It's the most annoying fucking set in the world, and you should never have to even deal with it. But alas, I had to. So I'm going to go into McBoss, and he decides that he's not going to be a dick and substitute, because that would be a dick thing to do. So he gives me a chance. He Confuse Rays me. And confusion is going to hinge on whether McBoss sees that deliverance is the way he wants to go. And would you believe it? Flare Blitz breaks through the confusion. The janitorial kingpin, McBoss, takes Sableye down, but doesn't kill it! It lives on a smidgen! I cannot believe that. I seriously am very, very frustrated in the fact that this Sableye was able to actually live the hit. Now, the problem for him is that he could either Will-O-Wisp me, rendering Azumarill useless, but Waterfall would kill him, or he could recover, allowing Waterfall to also kill him. So, I did manage to put him into a sticky situation whereby Azumarill would eventually kill the Sableye, and I did manage to take it out. But the shitty end of the stick, ladies and gentlemen, is the fact that his last Pokemon is Raikou. Now, what this means is because I'm Choice Band locked, I cannot switch to Ninjask, because Ninjask will die to Thunderbolt, and I need Ninjask because it's the only thing that could potentially kill this Raikou. So, I die to Thunderbolt, locked onto Waterfall, and I go for it. And I pray, ladies and gentlemen, I pray to the heavens, to the gods, that this will get me max damage or something and it will kill the Raikou. But no! No, alas, Ninjask dies. Alas, he is falling to the Thunderbolt. It's going to kill me. Take the fucking man down, and the fucking man, he's going to have to go into rehab or something. That just, he was power hungry in Season 1. He knew that he could kill anything with a Giga Impact, but Raikou came his way and he was like, no. No, no, no. He was like, go away. I am not going to let you kill me. And he lives with the tiniest of Italy of Biddly Itty Smidgens. Oh dear. What's going to happen, ladies and gentlemen? Will Gigalith be able to not get critted next time? Will Ninjas go into rehab and realize that he is not in fact the most powerful being to ever live? And will McBoss eventually clean up house and win presidential janitorial award of the year? Find out in the next exciting episode of Five Guys and a Gigalith. Goodbye.